Welcome to Four Sisters and a Brother, the podcast where faith, life, and real conversations come together. Join us each week as we explore topics that matter: faith journeys, life changes, family bonds, and everything in between. We're a lively crew of four sisters and one brother, navigating life with love, laughter, and a whole lot of heart. Whether you're looking for inspiration, practical advice, or just a cozy place to hang out, you're in the right spot. So grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's dive in.
All right, well,
Man, crazy.
welcome to another episode of Four Sisters and a Brother. I'm Dante, and I'm hosting today, and we got a special treat for you today. The dessert connoisseur, Miss Chef Amanda Britton. As you might know her as Chef Amanda's Bakery. She's going to be with us today. And we're going to be asking her some questions. We're going to do some little testing, taste testing it on, because she done made us a variety of desserts. So excited. Everybody is excited and all. So we got some of the staples items that she has on her menu. And we got some things that we kind of gave her ideas to even try. And she put together a beautiful spread for us and all. I'm going to let her tell us what the actual each pieces is and all. But before we get into that, we're just gonna ask her, some introduction questions and all. So give it up for Chef Amanda, everybody.
Woo! So
Oh,
excited!
oh.
So excited!
So first I just want to let you know, Amanda, she is my lovely wife. And we have been married in holy matrimony for 4 months now. 4 months, yeah.
Almost 5.
5 months, almost 5 months. See, I'm on it. And I think it was actually truly a blessing. I feel like we're like two peas in a pod almost, and some things opposite match on there. I do more cooking, she does more baking, even though I can make a couple things better than her in baking. She don't want to admit it, but I can.
Dang,
And
shots fired. Shots fired.
All the time.
But yeah, she's it's been something. It's been a journey, quite a journey and all, and truly a blessed one that I got to experience and all. So I
And
love
these are
you,
the
babe.
shirts.
Huh? All right.
Yes, you all look so
Uh,
good in my logo.
yeah.
Woo woo.
Got to talk about the logo.
Huh?
Got blue locks.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So there are some details in my logo. I guess I can briefly go into that. Yes, in my logo, my locks are blue. And at one point in time, my actual locks were blue. I decided to go back to a more natural color. And it was a birthday gift from my sister. I've always wanted to be bold enough to color my hair and would never take that leap. So couple years ago on my birthday, she's like, "Hey, meet me at this spot." And I was like, "Okay." So I showed up, and it was a beautician's studio, and she said, "Yeah, sit in the chair. Happy birthday, bye." And you left. And so,
Oh,
yeah. So my hair went blue. I went from root to tip, whole head just straight blue, and then eventually it started to grow out, and my length came, and so my logo before this one, it was accurate because my hair was blue at the time. So when I wanted to update my logo, I decided to keep that as that little tribute to what was. I might go back blue one day, but I love that little piece. So I kept it. And then the chef's hat that's on in the logo is kind of a nod to Chef Ben Hardy, who was my instructor at the Chef's Academy. That is the style of hat that he wore, and he heavily influenced me as a baker and as a person and business owner. So that was my little nod to him and my logo. And the cookies in my hand, I'm kind of stealing this little bit from my daughter, because she's like, "Why are they directly in your hand and not on a plate?" She's like, "Is it because your cookies are handmade?" And I was like, "You know what? Yes, that is exactly why that is like that." So I honestly, I didn't think about the design of it being on a plate, but I like the significance of it, that my cookies are handmade, my brownies are handmade. So this
long
is
as your
nothing that is
hands are
like,
clean. Long as
oh,
your
for
hands are clean.
sure. Absolutely. Don't play those games. And I glove up a lot too. So yes, I keep my hands clean when I'm producing, but that's my little backstory on my logo.
Okay. All right. Very, very cool. Very cool. He said, how did you know that baking was your thing? What was the thing like that brought you to that? Because like myself, I'm in culinary, and it took me a while to get there. I know I like to eat, and I know I like to cook food for people and all, and it kind of just naturally came to me. And I made a couple dishes for some people. They was like, "Oh man, I like that," and all, and that just kind of took me into that direction and all. But how did you know that the baking was your thing? That's your thing.
It was an accident. So the first thing that I ever baked in the kitchen from scratch was a sweet potato pie. And my brother was hosting a dinner, like he invited us all over for dinner. And he had the things for dinner. He had the things to make a sweet potato pie because he also loves them. But he was taking too long. The kids were getting antsy, and I decided to leave. But at that moment, I had already had my mouth set on sweet potato pie that I didn't have. So I called my mom and I was like, "So what do you put in your pies?" And she told me, and I didn't know anything about measurements and quantities at that time. So I bought entirely way too much stuff. And I went home and I put it together, and I ended up with, no lie, like 10, 12 sweet potato pies just all over the kitchen because I bought too much ingredients. So I'm calling my cousin, I'm calling other family members, like, come get a pie. I'm not going to eat all of this. And they were like, you need to be selling these pies because these are amazing. I don't know what you did, but do it again. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, if I can make a pie, what else can I make? And then I just expanded to beyond that point. So I went from that. I tried my hand at cupcakes and cookies, and it wasn't all a success at first.
Okay.
My first cupcakes that I made, they were marble cupcakes, and they were so pretty in the pan when they came out of the oven. And I took one out, and it was so hard that I could not continue to eat it. And we're talking fresh out the oven. I don't know what went left. So I was not always at this skill set that I was. And I took a picture and everything. I was so proud. And then I touched it. And I was like, oh no, that ain't it. So over time, this skill set developed, but it all started with the sweet potato pie.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Um, I got a question for you, and then after you answer this question, then maybe we can start tasting some things. Now, let's one of the girls got another question now. So, okay, right after this. So as far as the business goes, and when you were stepping out on your own in this actual business venture, was it more like a confidence and sure thing? Like this is you didn't build up your confidence in this. This is something that you can do, or is it more of a fearful thing and just stepping out on faith?
I think it's always been a fearful thing. I've tried to launch this business a few times over the years. So I've definitely mastered failing and launching a bakery. So that many times of it not working out definitely makes me nervous to try it again. The difference is this time is something that I've prayed heavily on, and I wasn't living for God at the time that I've tried before. So I believe this time I actually have God's blessing to do this. And that has been evident by doors being open for me to be able to have my product out there and people love my product. Now, at this point, I don't think I've come across someone that doesn't love what I make. So this is going to be a testament because I have some new flavors that I've given you guys today that the public has not experienced yet. But is even now that I'm here and my skill set has developed and I kind of know what I'm doing, even with God's blessing, I'm still nervous. I'm still moving in fear, but I can't not do it because the passion is too strong and the pull on it is too strong. I can't think about doing anything else with my life other than baking.
Okay.
Okay, ministry. A baking ministry.
I'll take
Yes.
it.
Go ahead, Lee.
Yes. Well, I have two questions. Well, I have one question in the statement. I'll let you answer the question first, and I'll make the statement. Have you ever? Okay, so Jocelyn kind of hooked me onto these baking shows. I used to watch a few of them when HGTV was really popular, but now I really like Spring Baking Challenge, Summer Baking Challenge, Halloween bake. I'm not the Halloween one. Christmas. Christmas Baking Championship. Sorry, holiday. So, anyways. they have these people that come on. If you've ever watched the show, some of them are professionals, some of them are in the category of home bakers, and some of them are instructors. And they go on here and they make these elaborate pieces. They're given challenges. I've learned so many new vocabulary words. Your pat a choux, I don't know what that is, but I know they make pat a choux and it needs to bake, because if it doesn't, it's runny and sticky and you always get marked down. Marzipan, molding chocolate, all kinds of stuff. I done learned all kinds of stuff from this show. But have you ever thought about maybe participating in something like that? Because I know a lot of the, especially home bakers that go for it because there's prize money involved and it can help launch their actual bakery.
I've thought about it. So I don't watch all of the baking shows because my kids say they make me yell at the TV. But I do watch. I was a big fan of Cupcake Wars, Cake Wars, and now Crime Scene Kitchen.
Love it.
One of the judges, Yolanda Gamp, I was a huge fan of her YouTube channel before she got into judging baking shows. And even here locally at the state fair, one year they had a baking competition. It was cookies, I believe it was at the time. And I was like, oh, I'm about to smash that. Like I'm entering, like I'm ready. And I started reading the rules and they want to keep your recipes. So like you can't use it anymore. And they have 100% like range to use it however they see fit. And that deterred me because I've spent a lot of hours in the kitchen perfecting my recipes for my liking. And I don't want to just give them up on the hopes that, I might get a one-time check. Now, the publicity of getting on one of those shows would be amazing. And maybe if I, go through the rules on a couple of shows and they're not trying to finesse me from recipes, then I might actually sign up for it, if nothing else but for the publicity. But yeah, there's a lot of shows out there that I'm not familiar with, but if they're not like trying to get people for their recipes, then yeah, I would do it.
Sidebar.
So
Crime Scene Kitchen is one of the best ones.
It is amazing.
I've been trying to get Leah hooked on that one too, but I think she keeps skirting it, but you missing out.
I'm not skirting it. I just need time to watch. Like I struggle to get my weekly spring baking championship in. I watched the other one yesterday as I was trying to recoup from the 5K. So but I'm getting to the point where I'll have some time and I'll probably just binge watch all of them. And that it's a cooking show, not necessarily a baking show, but 24 hours.
Oh,
that
24-hour chef.
Now, 24-hour chef. Now that one, I'm on the fence because the first season that I watched, around the 10th hour, they look so sweaty and grimy and they are cooking food that other people are eating. And I just kept thinking, oh, you stink. And you have sweated. I mean, they sweating and wiping it and just still, and they got a whole nother 14 hours to go and you already that grimy. That was a turn off to me. So I don't know. That one is kind of on the fence. But
if you do like watching baking shows, and you said that you've learned so much from those baking shows, then Crime Scene Kitchen is kind of like your test of how much you actually learned, because they send these people into a kitchen that someone has already baked in, and they have to kind of go through what was left in the kitchen to figure out what was made, and then they have to go back to their own kitchen and replicate it. So it's kind of a test to see what you can pick up, what clues that they give you to put things. That's why I love it. Because with my knowledge, like, can I figure out before they figure it out?
See, I think it's more of your investigation skills than it is your cooking skills. All those people know how to cook. The problem is they'll miss something that's critical. And once they miss that thing, they making a sweet potato pie, and it's a German chocolate cake, and they're like, oh,
oh, definitely got to pay attention to the details.
Well, we do our annual, semi-annual cookie baking challenge. Maybe instead of doing that, we can set up our own crime kitchen in Amanda's house.
Oh yes,
that would be so great.
And we have to know how to bake, though. Like, we have to know how to bake it, though. Not just figure out.
It'd have to be something easy, like a cheesecake or something.
Even that is too. I'm like, what? Anyway.
Yeah. Well, my statement was, as I listened to you, and I'm thinking about, what you were saying about stepping out on faith, and even though you're moving in fear, I think, or you're moving in fear, but still moving in faith. I think about this because, I'm trying to broaden in my mind when it comes to things like ministry and stuff like that. And I think sometimes we think that the only ministry around is like what comes off the pulpit or outreach. But this, I was listening to, I was thinking of, I think it was a couple of years ago, but I don't necessarily feel like this season is over when one of the larger prophetically known people was prophesying that this was the year or season for entrepreneurs and creatives. Do you remember that, Jocelyn? I think maybe I shared it with you or something like that. Anyways, for them to step to the forefront so that your ministry may not necessarily be on a pulpit, but people will be drawn to Christ by what you do that is creative and that is business oriented. And so keep that in mind. So I feel like you should journal this journey as you go, because you never know, God might compile it to be a point of ministry for somebody else who's trying to start a business, who needs to know what it feels like to step out on faith, even though you're terrified, to be a blessing to somebody who's already started the game, but maybe have stalled somewhere along the line. So keep track, because I feel like God's going to use that. Hey, yes,
I
I feel
will.
that.
I love that.
In Jesus' name.
I gotta say, you encourage me, babe. You do. You encourage
Oh,
me.
thank you.
Yeah, I ain't just saying that to be saying that. That's real life, like real life.
Thanks,
Love
Faye.
is
The
in
word
the
was to
air.
her. Still trying to muscle
Okay.
in.
Muscle in a little
Still
prophetic.
muscle
All right. Well, let's get to tasting some desserts, some snacks. No,
Hold up,
so
just one thing.
Oh my
One quick thing.
gosh.
When does Crime Kitchen come on, and what channel?
It's a Fox show, so it's not a H or a Food Network show. You can get on Hulu though, and it normally comes on like once every 2 years. I don't think they do it every year because I was waiting on season 3 for a while. But I think they have 3 seasons out already.
I think so.
Okay.
But yeah, I was watching it on Hulu as well.
Oh, it's wonderful. I love that show.
Mm-hmm.
all right. Are we ready? We ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I know, Amanda, you have the list of all the things that everybody wanted to try specifically and all. So just a little rundown on the cookies that we do have. We have what's called a crownie, which is a uh explain what a crownie is.
The Crownie is a brownie stuffed chocolate chip cookie. The world knows the combination of brownie and chocolate chip cookie as a brookie. I didn't like the name, so I changed it. So in my world, I called it a Crownie.
Okay. We have a cookies and cream stuffed chocolate chip cookie. We have a ultimate chocolate peanut butter. We have a maple bacon. That sounds very interesting.
This sounds familiar.
Uh,
Talk about taking recipes.
we have a turtle cookie.
I just now picked up on that. Oh,
Inside thing. We explain it later. We got a lemon cookie. We have a strawberry lemon. We have a blueberry lemon. We have a chocolate strawberry. And we have a German chocolate cookie. Oh my goodness.
Should have
Now,
brought milk and not water.
no, you got to have water so you can clean your palate because I
But
was
all
told
this
this
says
earlier
milk.
today.
Yes, I know the temptation is milk, and when you're off camera, feel free. But in a situation like this, when you need to cleanse your palate in between flavor changes, you're going to want to have water.
Hush posh. I need milk.
So what
so
we're
we're
gonna do?
testing the. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is after each cookie and all, you just give me a a rating of 1 to 5, 5 being the best cookies you ever tasted,
Oh,
1 being not so much. So you can put points like 1.5, 1.3, so you can kind of get it. So we basically what we want to do is we want to kind of get what do you think overall for this tasting or whatever cookie it is, what do you get out of it? So we can kind of put this data together. And more likely the cookie that's the top one and all like that may be a cookie that goes on the actual menu or sold at um, upcoming events that we have got going on. So I'm gonna let her tell about those upcoming events at the end of the show. But as of right now, we're just gonna try each one.
Can we
Okay?
go from 1 to 10?
I'm just going to
Sure.
say whether I like it or not. Okay,
No,
let's go.
we need a percentage and all that, okay, so we can be like, kind of
10
judge.
is
Well,
too broad.
So you need 5. Okay.
1 through
fine,
5. Okay.
Okay. Fine.
What's the first one?
All right. So
Yes.
the first one we're gonna choose. I'm gonna choose one that I've never tasted. Well, I've never tasted a lot of the. Well, let me stop lying. I done tasted some of them, but I ain't tasted the majority of them.
What's
though,
the
so.
first one?
Blueberry lemon.
Everybody just
Keep talking.
So are
Try
we
to get
just
to
talking
the-
about just the taste or the way it looks too?
Taste,
All of it.
texture. Yeah, taste, texture. Is it too soft, too hard? The flavor within itself and all, if
it.
that all goes into how you judge what it comes to.
Blueberry lemon, right?
So,
Mhm.
so can I say
Oh,
my?
I got the
Are we
wrong
already
one.
going to go one at a time, and you just tell all your stuff at once? Is that what we're doing too?
We could do.
Oh, I can give little details about each cookie as you try them, but I don't want to stop the process. So y'all can enjoy, but I'll just a little detail.
Okay.
So this blueberry lemon cookie, the blueberry in it, the color is natural. It is not an artificial color. I did not add any gel coloring to the cookie itself. What I did is I cooked down fresh blueberries down to a compote and I mixed that into my cookie batter. That is where the flavoring and the coloring comes from. Now, the icing on top is where the lemon comes from, is the lemon icing that is on my lemon cookie. The lemon cookie itself is already on the menu, but the blueberry lemon and the strawberry lemon are testers to see if they make the cut. And you guys are my judges for that. So, same with the strawberry. When you get to that point, that is real strawberries that's been cooked down to a compote that's been added to the cookie base.
Oh, Leah, you're done.
Did you eat
All
the
right,
whole
Leah.
cookie?
You ate the whole.
What do you
No,
think,
I didn't.
Leah?
She said take a bite.
I just took several little chunks.
I
What do you
think the
think?
blueberry. Oh,
Go ahead,
He said Leah.
oh.
Leah.
Well, first of all, if you're going to go by rating or looks first, and to be quite honest, it doesn't look as appetizing as I would like for it to look. The color kind of reminds me of baby poo, and that's not, but now I understand that you cooked it all down and that it's natural. So it's natural to make that kind of flavor. I mean, kind of color. So if I had to rate the visibility, it would be like a 2 out of 5. Now the flavor, I can taste the lemon very much so. It's very bright. I learned that it's a very bright lemon. And it's so bright that it kind of overpowers the sweetness of it. But I like that. And I know everybody else, some people might not like that pungent little kick there that you get. Plus it kind of mixes in with the blueberry flavoring as well. So I would give this one probably a 4 out of 5.
Okay. All right.
So
Tiffany?
you would like me to add like a gel coloring to it to make it more blue?
Either that, or I think it would just be nice with some whole blueberries instead of a compote, just like blueberries with like almost like a lemon streusel on top, something like that.
Okay.
All right, Tiffany.
Okay. I like sugar. So I'm going to give you my score first. I'm giving you my score of a 4 out of 5. But because the lemon is so strong, I had a hard time kind of tasting the blueberry.
Okay.
But other than that, I liked it.
Okay.
All right, Jocelyn.
I kind of did what Tiffany said. I had a hard time kind of tasting the blueberry on top of the lemon. But other than that, I really don't. You know what? It was good. So I was gonna eat it. If you gave me 12 of these, I was just gonna eat them. So So I can't be mad at it. So I'll give it a 4 also. I think it just needs to, if you want it to be blueberry, I think it needs to be blueberry centric and less
Gotcha.
lemon, so that
Mhm.
you know that it's definitely a blueberry cookie.
Okay.
Candace?
I would agree with everyone. The blueberry is very light,
Okay.
but I do like the softness.
Oh, yeah, I
I
do
like the
like the
soft
texture
cookie.
too.
Oh.
That
The
was,
texture
yeah.
was pretty good.
And what
I
would you
pride
give it?
myself on soft cookies.
Yeah.
Crunchy stuff.
Score?
Oh, 4.
Or
Oh,
I don't really
I
know
have to
these.
agree with everybody on the blueberry. It wasn't as strong as I would like it to be. Um, uh,
but I don't know if blueberry is a strong
Not
flavor.
a
It's
strong
not
see,
flavor.
mentioned.
it's really not,
So
so
dial back the lemon
Hmm.
so the blueberry
And
can kind of.
that's the challenge in it because blueberry is not already a very powerful flavor. Y'all definitely give me something to work with. So I'm gonna revamp that one. I'm gonna play with that one.
Yeah, I like
uh
the idea of a streusel, some sort of blueberry streusel on the top of it, so that it brings blueberry back out.
But I
Okay.
You know
will.
what I mean?
the,
I
the thought
like.
So
was even
maybe flop the cookie, make it a
that's
lemon cookie with the blueberry streusel.
Yeah,
that's and
maybe
that's what
something
I was
like
going to
that.
say.
Yeah, so the blueberry might be a secondary flavor, but
That's what I was going to say
I
too.
like the fact that there's natural blueberries and not like a. I don't even know if there's a blueberry extract or. It seems all natural type of cookie. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
nothing extra.
I
Artificial.
don't know if there's a blueberry extract either. I didn't even think to
I
look
don't,
for one.
Oh, do they have dehydrated blueberries?
I'm sure they do, and I can add those
Did
as
you?
well.
yeah, they do.
okay, next cookie.
Hmm.
All right. Let's try the strawberry lemon, since we're on strawberry. I mean on lemon.
Did everyone cleanse
You
their
mean the
palate?
chocolate strawberry?
No,
No,
strawberry
strawberry
lemon.
lemon.
It has the
Yeah.
Oh,
same
oh,
kind of
here we go.
look.
Here we go. Here we go. Got it.
So, explain your cookie.
Same. I took real strawberries. Um, I use a strawberry glaze in other recipes as well, but I cooked this one down a little bit more, uh, so more of a thicker consistency because I didn't want to change the texture of the cookie too much. So it hopefully has a stronger flavoring than the blueberry, but made the same way, just with strawberries.
It does.
It
I can
does.
taste the
It just tastes like
strawberry.
strawberry.
Okay, okay.
And
So it's
you
because the blueberry is a weaker fruit.
Mm.
and you
Okay.
really get a hit of the strawberry towards the end. It kind of
And the little
blossoms in your
crunches
mouth.
of strawberry
Yeah.
seed. Like,
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe my taste buds are different. I'm not really tasting strawberry that much, but I like it.
Again, if
It's
you gave me
good.
12
I'm
of
gonna eat
these,
it.
I'm just gonna eat it. Oh,
Okay.
I like
I
this
would
one.
keep my score the same though. Maybe a 4.5.
4.5.
Same here.
4.25 since I can taste the strawberry.
You said 4.25.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
I still say that the cookie itself is good. The lemon,
Still
I think
very
sometimes
strong.
it kind of starts to try to overpower. So maybe not a dollop of lemon, maybe we do a lines of lemon. You know what I mean? Like a
Okay.
Like a
So
instead of
drizzle. A
yeah, a
drizzle.
drizzle. That's what you call it, a drizzle.
And you watch the
I
bacon
like that
show?
idea. The lemon cookie that you have, I usually do a thin layer because the cookie itself is flavored lemon and the icing is flavored lemon. So that it's not feeling tasting like you bit into a lemon. I
Hmm.
do a very thin layer. So I made the layer on the strawberry and the blueberry a little bit thicker because I didn't know if it would the flavor pairings.
Hmm.
So I like the idea of a drizzle or just thinning the layer out altogether
Yeah.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
to soften that lemon flavoring in those cookies.
And the color on it, it gives it a this light pinkish color, but if you can bump up this color to make it look a little more pinkish, I think.
But I like
That's
the
me.
natural.
And yeah, and I
When you
think
get
it's
Yeah.
just
like
differs per person.
you like heavy colors, I feel like that's when they be adding all the
And
unnatural
then that
stuff to
taste
make
comes
it
in.
look.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you can taste that gel coloring, and I try to
Yeah.
avoid that as much as possible.
Well, then continue on.
All right,
But
Jocelyn.
adding one or two drops would change the coloring, and you wouldn't be able to taste it. So I can play
Yep.
with that too.
All right, Jocelyn, would you rate that one?
I still give it a 4 though.
4.
Same
All right.
thing.
Candace,
Okay.
same.
Same thing. Next cookie.
We're not
All
gonna be
right.
any help to you. We'll be like everything's a 5 and
Leah,
Go ahead.
you pick the next cookie.
In my box, let's just go ahead and get it out the way. The German chocolate cookie. Now, this is a disclaimer. I'm not a huge fan of coconut, so I may not rank this because I'm just not. So
You couldn't be a judge.
Right. Well, you couldn't either.
Okay. Details on the German chocolate cookie. So what this is, the base of it is a double chocolate chip cookie without the chocolate chips. That's the base of the cookie. I made the German chocolate filling from scratch. It is inside the cookie and on top of the cookie with a milk chocolate drizzle on top.
Look at her face.
That face. Leah?
This is the truth.
She don't count.
Yeah, don't count me on this one.
This tastes like a going towards like a almond joy something with the coconut and
I ain't
chocolate.
mad at this at all.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
This is good to me.
That's good.
I give this one a 5.
So Leah,
Oh.
Leah's going to bring down your score average.
so you want me to just put you a line through it?
Just
Line
give me a
through it on that.
dash.
All right. Tiffany, I know you don't do. Did you got
Pecans.
no pecans on that one.
No, she's
I get it.
allergic to pecans, so let's just put that out there. Not that she don't like
Yes.
them. She can't eat them unless she swells up.
I don't swell up.
And we ain't trying
My
to have
mouth
that on the
just
show.
starts itching.
Yes, I did not give Tiffany anything with pecans in it. So that and the turtle items that you have, Tiffany doesn't have those.
You missed out. This is
Jocelyn?
a 4. This is a 4.5.
This is 5 to me.
4.5.
What
Well,
makes
more
it
fun.
not a 5, Candace?
I don't know.
That is not good feedback.
5. I give her a 5.
Yes.
I find no fault with this cookie at all.
Jocelyn, what do you think?
I told you to give it 5 a long time ago.
And me personally, and I give this a 5 because of 2 reasons. One, it's a delicious cookie. It is delicious. 2, the other thing is I do not like coconut. And for a person who says they do not like coconut to like a cookie with coconut in it, man, I'm looking right.
Thing
You don't
is,
like
I can eat an
coconut.
almond joy. I can't eat. I don't know why. I just.
Oh no, that mug is right there. I don't know.
I
I don't know
have no
what you
problem
put
with
your foot in that, babe. You put your foot in that.
Thank
Not
you.
huge coconut fan, but that is good to me. Now banana.
All right, Tiffany, can you pick the next cookie for us?
Yes, we're gonna go with this ultimate chocolate peanut butter.
Oh, love peanut butter.
Chunks.
I love peanut butter.
Like
Okay,
protein.
so
Makes it healthy.
it is appropriately named as an ultimate. So the base of it is a peanut butter cookie, which has a healthy amount of peanut butter in it already. I baked a full Reese cup into the center of this cookie.
Oh
And I
God.
topped it with chocolate Reese pieces.
Let her finish. My goodness.
I'll take it. Yes, it has chocolate and
This is it.
Reese's crumbles on top. Yes. If you
That's it.
love Reese's at all, this is the dream cookie.
This is a 5.
Definitely. There's
This is
nothing wrong with this cookie at all.
This is 7.
Nothing.
Over 7.
I was gonna go above 5 too, but I didn't think we could. There is nothing wrong with this cookie.
That's good.
Nothing
That's good
wrong
right
with this
there.
cookie at all. This one is
Thank
good.
you.
Put this one on the menu. Put this one on
Oh,
the
this
menu.
one's already on the menu.
Oh.
So
Okay,
this
keep
one's
it
on the
on.
website.
Keep
Okay.
it on the menu.
That one is right. Daddy, that's right. That one is right.
Tiffany,
I give us a 5 too.
what do you think?
I said a
We are-
5.
Oh,
We
everybody
all
said
said
5.
5.
I said 7, but you can put 5, I guess.
Yes.
Heard that.
Yeah, that one
was
was
good.
Uh-oh.
That was good.
All right, Jocelyn, can you pick the
I'm not
next
gonna be
one?
able to sleep tonight. Okay. I want to try this maple bacon cookie.
Let's see which one is better.
Okay, now this one I'm not the craziest about. I am my harshest critic,
Okay.
but it was good enough for me to pack it and be like, let me get somebody else's opinion on it. So I used a chocolate chip cookie base, and I added maple syrup, enough for you to taste it, not enough to overpower or change the texture. And I cooked down real thick cut bacon to add in here. There's no bacon bits, there's no prepackaged anything.
I like me some oink oink.
Was this recipe inspired by anyone?
Actually, no, I didn't even know that it was a thing prior to it was asked, it was requested, but I didn't realize that it was already made.
Sounded like something that-
Candace made one of these cookies for one of our challenges, our cookie challenges for the family.
You can
It
definitely
wasn't the one
taste
in
the
December.
bacon.
You can really
Yeah,
taste
you
the
can taste the
bacon.
bacon first thing.
Okay.
Now-
I think
Go ahead.
for me, you can really taste the bacon. The maple needs to be kicked up a little bit. Because I'm missing the maple.
It is subtle.
I taste the chocolate chip base. It just tastes like a chocolate chip cookie with no chocolate chips and bacon instead. So it's kind of deceiving to the mind. It's kind of like thinking you're eating ice cream when you're eating mashed potatoes, that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
So I'd have to say on a scale of 1 to 5, this one's probably a 3 for me.
Okay.
I would agree with her. It tastes like a chocolate chip base with bacon. Like
So kick up the maple.
maple.
Maybe you
Needs
can
more
do,
maple.
you know how you did the lemon on top of here? Make a maple something and stick the bacon inside that.
That might be a good
And
idea.
throughout the cookie.
Or what would, to me, kick it, I know it's not necessarily a maple flavor, but like toffee chips. Something like that.
Coffee
in it.
Toffee
Toffee.
bacon.
So I think the premise behind like maple bacon is salt and sweet and savory.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really tasting sweet.
Gotcha.
I ate the whole
was
cookie
more of a
because I
savory
needed
cookie.
salt. And I got the salt.
Did you really
So
eat
the
the whole
cookie's
cookie?
gone. The cookie's gone. I needed the salt.
All right, Tiffany.
Got
So would
you.
you rate it?
I would say a 3.5.
Okay.
All right, Jocelyn.
I'll put it in the 3 range too. 3. I think I like it and I know you didn't use artificial anything. The bacon itself is a bit chewy.
Okay.
And I'd rather it be a more crisper to my palate type thing, but that's just my personal opinion.
Okay.
When I think of bacon,
I don't know how you get that.
But I don't know how you do
bacon,
that in putting it inside the bacon. I don't know how you do it, but
Probably using a thinner cut of bacon instead of thick cut, and then cooking it hard so that it crunches almost like a bacon bit consistency. So yeah, I can change that.
But don't use bacon bits. Those aren't real.
I will not use bacon bits.
That's
I won't
meat
let
on
her.
the shelf.
I won't let her. We don't do that.
We don't do that.
We don't do that. Candace.
I was the same as Leah.
3.
Yeah.
All right. And Candace, go ahead and pick our next one.
Cookies and cream.
oh Lord, right after the bacon.
Yeah.
See, you needed some salt.
Cookies and cream stuffed chocolate chip.
You make everything cookies and cream in your dessert, so this would be right up your alley. Oh.
This is the same chocolate chip cookie base,
I'm gonna have to bite.
obviously, with the chips in it. And I used milk chocolate chips, and I used cream cheese baking chips in the cookie itself. I stuffed it with the Hershey cookies and cream candy bar. And then I topped it with white chocolate and crushed cookie pieces.
25.
I just started
This one is my
laughing.
personal favorite. If you warm this up for about 5 to 10 seconds in the microwave, that Hershey candy in the middle will just melt and ooze right out of this cookie, and it is perfection.
I like
This one's a
that.
5 to me.
You have
It's
to like
sweet,
sugar, though.
but yeah, it's
You
sweet,
definitely have to like sugar.
but the flavor, the taste of it, I ain't mad at it at all. I mean, if I was in this type of mood, I could eat this whole cookie and a couple more if I was in that mood. But this is good. I
Aaliyah,
give
what
it
do
a
you think?
5.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm not really a white chocolate fan. Like I avoid Hershey's white that cookies
No.
and cream. I have never I ate one in my entire life.
Wow.
So I don't know that I'm the person to go for this cookie. If it were in your display, I would walk past it just because I don't
Okay.
like. So I don't know that I'm the right person to ask about this because my personal preference doesn't allow me to like this cookie.
So,
I mean, it's very
That's
sweet.
fair.
If I had to rank it, I mean, it would just be ranked low because I just don't like that flavor.
all right.
So
That's fair.
Tiffany?
Well, I love white chocolate, and it's a 5.
Okay. Jocelyn?
Oh, I said it was a 5 in the beginning.
Oh, my
You
bad.
hearing me? Am I talking?
I'm trying to go in order. Candace,
I said it was a 25.
25 hurt. I put it as a 5 also. All right.
Make
I'll
you
pick
shimmy.
again. Let's
I mean,
try
I'll
this.
be wired tonight. I'm not gonna go to sleep.
Let's try this turtle.
Oh.
Blessed Jesus.
Blessed Lord.
Okay,
Take
so this one is another one that I'm not 100% sure on. This one's not on the menu yet. This was an experiment. So it is my chocolate chip cookie. I added pecans baked into the cookie. What is in the center of it is a Werther's soft, chewy caramel candy that was
Oh.
baked inside. And then I drizzled caramel or sea salt caramel sauce on top.
Oh.
I like that.
This ain't bad. I like this too.
I like this
Okay.
one.
You questioned this?
I like
Well,
turtles.
I'm not a big caramel fan, and
Ugh.
my son is, and I had him taste it, and he was like, "This ain't it." So he made me nervous.
It's
But
not
y'all gave me a much different
overpowering
reaction.
caramel. I think
Okay.
maybe if
Child.
you're looking for like what's one of them candy bars that you eat and you get a bunch of caramel, it's not that, but it's enough caramel. I like it. I mean, I like it. If I had
Okay.
to
I
rank
like
it,
this
it would
one.
be a 4.
I'll
I
put
like
this a
it.
5.
I like the little
Okay.
4.5. I like the pecan taste in it. I
Mhm.
like the Werther's in the middle of it, and I like the drizzle on top. So this is one of my
Okay.
favorites.
Yeah.
So
Thank
what
I don't know
you
what
put
your, I
at?
That
don't know
one.
what your son talking about.
You know what? For him, it might have been the nuts in it because he's not a huge fan of nuts, but he loves caramel, so that probably is what threw him off. But
Leah?
y'all
Child,
have
you can
restored.
ask him.
So do we add the turtle to the menu?
Yes,
So
Okay.
what you
Have a
rank it
problem with
as,
that?
Leah?
4.5.
4.5. Tiffany?
I did not
She
eat
didn't
that
get
that
Oh,
one
my bad.
because it has
Jocelyn? Oh, you
5.
put 5. You said 5, right?
I said 5.
Candace?
I do a 4. I wasn't like, oh my goodness, this is the best cookie. I'm gonna come back to the shop just for this cookie. But it was still a good cookie, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay.
The
Leah?
Werther's
Leah, can you pick on this?
Let's go with this lemon cookie. Need a difference, something from chocolate or.
Okay, now I'm just gonna tell you right now. I ain't even gotta taste this cookie because I already know what I'm gonna rank it because it's just that good to me. So yeah,
Daddy will love
that's
this
what we
cookie.
gonna do.
He does love that cookie. The lemon cookie is already on the menu. Again, no artificial. I am squeezing juice from actual lemons
No, this is good.
to flavor the cookie
You can
and to
tell.
flavor the icing.
5.
can
This is the
tell
only
that-
one I took 2 bites from. Yes.
Okay.
You can tell that's fresh lemon.
Yes.
This is good.
Mm-hmm.
5, Dante.
That's 5. 5's all around.
Did you ever catch he's going in birth order when he asked you for your score?
Yeah.
That's why you wasn't listening to y'all.
Yeah.
This has become my most popular cookie on my menu, the lemon cookie.
Yes,
It is really good.
that was good.
You can give me several of these.
Exactly.
I'll do all right.
I eat those, yeah. That's a cookie you come back for.
Okay. So whenever she has orders for those and she has extras, she'll be like, "Hey, babe, I got some extra lemon. Of course, I'm gonna take them. Of course, I am. They're gonna go to work with me. They're gonna be in the car with me. Yes, I'm gonna take them. Yeah, hands down, all the time.
That's good.
All right, Tiffany, you want to pick the next cookie for us?
The Crownie.
Crownie Herd.
Oh man,
This one is one of my personal favorites. I know. It's a lot. I gave y'all a lot.
Oh, no, we're gonna make these brownies.
Jesus.
Pace yourself.
My chocolate chip cookie was the most popular cookie until I introduced the lemon to the world. So I have a pretty strong chocolate chip cookie base. Now this is stuffed with brownie, and it's my brownie. I've made the brownie from scratch and then put it inside this cookie with a chocolate drizzle on top.
Yeah. It's good.
This is good, but it's really rich.
It is rich.
Like you can only eat one of these.
I wouldn't even
my brownies are really rich.
Yeah.
And that's what makes the difference. So pace yourself when you get to the brownies.
Like this is like it's strategy. You gotta eat this with a strategy.
It's good though.
It is good though.
Good.
All right, Leah, what do you think?
I'm gonna give that one a 4. It is really rich, and so I don't know if you necessarily count off for richness, but that's the only thing that I could see that could be a negative for some people is it's really, really rich.
Okay. Tiffany?
A 5.
No.
I would give this a
just
4.5, but give it a 5 if you gave complimentary milk.
Okay.
So 4.5 or 5.
You know
Since
what?
I don't have
be a
complimentary milk, 4.5.
That could be a good advertising thing. If you buy your Crownie, you get a thing of milk.
Not a
carton of milk.
I would love to, but as a home-based vendor, I cannot offer anything that requires refrigeration.
Not
give
even
us some
already
powder milk.
prepackaged?
Even if it's already prepackaged, because I wanted to have like a small refrigerator where I could offer milk or water, and they were like, nope, if it requires refrigeration, you cannot have it. So that is for the future. When God blesses me to expand beyond home-based vending, then I'll be able to offer that. But for now, I cannot.
So the word for today is you tell the Lord, show me what I need to do next so I can get refrigerated items. There you go.
I accept that. Yes.
This cookie needs to get married to milk.
Chocolate milk.
Candace.
Milk with ice in it.
Not a crookie.
It's a Crownie. Crownie.
What is a crookie?
I would give it a 4.
4.
I think because the brownie is so rich, maybe less chocolate on top.
Okay.
At least mine was a little thick.
Or you can advertise it as the ultimate chocolate lovers cookie or something.
There are people who just would eat this just like this and no milk needed.
But see, I do have a cookie that would be a ultimate chocolate lovers. Now you guys don't have it, and I kind of nicknamed it the Death by Chocolate cookie.
Oh my!
It is a double chocolate chip cookie that I've stuffed with brownie, and it also has Oreo pieces, chocolate chips, chocolate chunks that's baked into the cookie with the chocolate drizzle on top. It truly is an overload of chocolate.
So you need to call that one diabetes.
You can check your pantry before you
get your insulin pen ready.
Get your little
Ozempic, here we come, for real.
You said death by chocolate.
I mean, I can't give a clearer warning than,
I
you know.
mean,
All right, we're gonna try this last cookie. It's a strawberry chocolate chip, which another one that I smashed these two. She had a special with these in her on her site for Valentine's Day cookies.
Now this one
Delicious.
tastes really strawberry.
Yeah, how'd you do that?
Because this one actually has strawberry extract in it,
oh,
and it has freeze-dried strawberries in it.
See,
So
freeze-dried blueberry.
yes, so I'm gonna add freeze-dried blueberries to that blueberry lemon cookie. Now, should I add freeze-dried strawberries to the strawberry lemon cookie?
Try it.
sure.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
I like that one.
That's what I like too.
I like
Okay.
that. And I'm not like you know how people like have chocolate
Strawberry and
strawberries.
chocolate. Yeah.
I'm not like one of those type of people, but cookie was cool.
It was good.
Have you tried it with a white chocolate chip?
I have not, but I would.
Easily, yeah.
I always want to put white chocolate in something.
Why you hating on white chocolate?
Get
All
some
right.
melanated chocolate.
Leah, what do you think?
I'm kind of with Candace. I don't want to seem like the negative Nelly, but I don't like chocolate covered fruit, so I normally don't eat it. But it was okay. I can't knock it, so I would give it a 4. If you like chocolate covered strawberries, this is it.
Okay.
4.5 if you're that kind of person.
And Tiffany,
4.75.
4.75. Heard.
I like it.
Jocelyn,
I would give it a 5.
Johnson's no help.
I'm no help at all.
Candace.
I would give it a 4 as well, just because I'm not a chocolate covered strawberry person, but
I'm not
it's
either.
still a
But
good cookie.
my reasons for not liking strawberry chocolate covered strawberries, the textures. Like I want to just eat strawberry. You know,
It's fair.
but this is a cookie texture, so I'm fine with that. I got no problem.
All right. That's the cookies.
That was a lot of cookie.
That was a lot of cookies.
Got brownies.
Got brownies now too.
So I already cut my brownies off. So
Okay, so we got a blonde brownie, correct?
Vanilla brownie.
Vanilla brownie. We
Yes.
got yeah.
Yes. So that is the with the white icing on top.
We just start with this one.
Well,
Just so
I
you
was
know.
gonna let you know which ones we had first, and because these are not labeled, but you can kind of guesstimate what they are. We got the vanilla one. We got a turtle one. We have a regular one. I think this is a crownie cookie or a
Yes. So
stuffed.
if it looks like a chocolate chip cookie on top, that is my original crownie. It's brownie on bottom and chocolate chip cookie on top.
Then we got what's the one with the white on there?
That is
Is
a
it
cookies and cream brownie.
Cookies and cream brownie, and then we got the Reese's brownie.
Yes.
Oh.
Basically, some of these are your cookie flavors in a brownie form.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Let's go. Who do we leave off with? Candace, go ahead and pick us the first brownie.
Becky.
Becky Hurd.
Really, kid?
Oh.
Y'all talk about me.
Jesus.
Now, this is one that I have not tasted yet either. So we're all enjoying this one for the first time together. A lady hit my website on the contact us form, which I highly encourage people to do. And she asked if I offered a vanilla brownie because her son loves brownies, but doesn't really like chocolate. And that's not the first time that was brought to my attention. So I was like, you know what? It keeps coming up. Let me try it. So this is me trying it. So y'all gotta let me know. Yes, no, maybe what changes made.
Ooh. That frosting hits your teeth.
Mm-hmm. Have to remember to brush too.
That is a
Oh.
buttercream icing. There are white chocolate chips inside the brownie, so Leah already know.
It doesn't really have the brownie
It doesn't. It's
texture.
more cakey.
It's
Yeah, it just
yeah.
reminds me of a
Yeah.
cake.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
be honest. I like the buttercream and the white chocolate chips.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
as
know
far
Okay.
as
with the
but as
cake
far as that, it's
stuff.
kind of
Brownie,
like
No.
a
yeah.
cake.
The sponge of it is
It's
not.
it tastes
It
like
doesn't
it
taste
tastes
like
very
any.
doughy. It
Mhm.
doesn't taste like
Except that
anything.
because the buttercream icing is my recipe that I make from scratch. So it's still a win for me. But yeah, I'm agreeing with all of you. That's not something I would add to the menu. At least
Mm.
not this one. That's gonna
That
take some
buttercream is
revamping.
good though. That buttercream is good.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you just eat it without the buttercream.
Mm.
So, Leah, what would you rank that one at?
Jeez.
Yeah.
That one was a miss.
I'll at
Yes,
least
that
give
was
it
a
a
miss.
1. I'll at least give it a 1.
Thank
Because
Jocelyn?
you.
I would give it a
the
1 for
buttercream
the
is really good.
buttercream.
The
For the
buttercream is really
buttercream,
I
I'll
would give it a
a
1,
1.
1.5. Mm-hmm.
I accept that. The buttercream is was really mine. So yeah, that's a win for me.
Candace?
Yeah, a 1. I tried it with just without the buttercream and by itself. I'm like, that was just a miss. It's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Leah, you go ahead and pick our next one.
This one with pecans on the top. Whatever
That's
this
the
Turtle.
turtle.
is. Turtle.
This.
These
Yeah.
things are thick.
They
They
are
are.
thick.
They ain't no little pan
Brownies
brownies.
don't be looking like this.
No, these are some really, really thick brown. Well, you want you to get quality for your price that you're gonna pay. But yes, so my traditional brownie is the base for all of these. The crowny one is a little bit different with the proportions that I put in the pan. But as far as this turtle one is concerned, I baked pecans into the brownie and then I topped it with a chocolate drizzle, more pecans, and a heavy caramel sauce that I'm hoping translates because it's a lot of chocolate.
Whew.
Yeah, a lot
Lord,
of chocolate.
help me, Jesus. Woo, that buttercream is sweet, man.
It is a brownie, though. I'm gonna tell you that.
If you
Yeah,
like
that was
chocolate,
really good.
you don't like it.
I like this one. It's
Okay.
still really rich,
Very
but I
rich.
taste the caramel and the pecans.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the right amount. So that it's not like
Okay.
all brownie. But you definitely need some milk. This is another one where you need to supply milk with.
Need
Yeah.
some
Oh
milk.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all definitely gonna need some milk with the brownies.
Mhm.
That's a lot.
So that one I would give a 5 for me. I like that one.
Wow.
I would give it 4.5.
Yeah.
I give it 4.5 because it's a bit rich. But again, I would give it a 5 if you sold it with milk.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, Jocelyn, stop it.
Tiffany.
Stop it.
I didn't taste that one.
That's right. Candace.
I would give it a 4.5 for what's that girl's name? Jocelyn's reasoning is very rich, and I love chocolate, but don't have a cavity with one of these. You,
Oh yes.
it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
That's it.
What you gonna
It's a
look like,
wrap.
Candace?
Do it again.
Oh, Candell.
That was
right,
almost
Tiffany.
as funny as Tiffany in a donkey one when she was trying to imitate Eddie Murphy. Oh goodness. Go ahead.
we gonna go with the Reese cup one.
That's this one, right?
Is this one?
With the chocolate
Yeah.
peanut butter drizzle.
Yes.
Oh no, I've already taken mine out.
Okay, so the brownie base is the same for all of them. The Reese's, I have baked chopped Reese's peanut butter cup pieces into the brownie, as well as peanut butter baking chips that was inside the brownie. And on top is more Reese's pieces, a chocolate drizzle, and peanut butter drizzled on top as well.
What's the calorie count on these?
1,000.
It's up there.
Something you don't want to post.
I mean, if people have a sweet tooth, they're not going there to.
Right.
I guess I don't do sugar free. I don't do gluten free or anything of that
Yes.
sort. At least not at the moment.
You should have a vegan, or not a vegan, but it was something for people that don't, because there's a lot of them out there. Just saying.
I get asked a lot for gluten free, so that would be the next direction that I head in, is to start offering gluten free options. It's at the present moment they don't exist yet.
It's a big old Reese cup.
This is another one that is extremely rich, but I
Yes.
love Reese cups.
I love peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
5.
So this one also would be a 5 for me.
Okay.
Tiffany?
Yeah.
5.
You said there's peanut butter inside?
Peanut butter chips, man.
There's chunks of peanut butter cups, Reese's cups, and peanut butter baking chips.
Jocelyn?
I'd give it a 5. I like the flavor. It is rich.
Y'all been warned. These
Also,
things are rich.
I will want it
Very
more.
rich.
Candace?
That's a big peanut butter cup. I'll give it a 5. It's good in flavor. I don't know what's your serving size on these things.
That.
Did you
I
give
sell
us
them
a
by the
serving
pan.
size?
No, I sell them by the pan, so
Ah.
in a whole pan, so they can choose their portion size.
That's smart.
Yes, they're
That's
in
smart.
full 8x8-inch pans that are filled to the brim.
Will you be eating an inch at a time? Maybe a half inch.
But we
At
also
your own
got
risk.
talked
Type of
about
person you are, though.
we're trying all of these. So if
At
we
the
just
same
had
time,
like
yeah.
one
Yeah.
thing, it wouldn't be as bad. But we
Now,
done
the
had 18
portions-
cookies.
The portions of the
I'm about
brownies
to
that I
run out
cut
of
for you
water.
all is 1/6 of the pan.
So that, yeah.
That pan
So-
is 5,000 calories. There's no doubt in my mind.
I would not recommend eating the whole pan in one set. I don't even know if that's possible for someone to eat a whole pan in one setting.
Have you seen
Somebody on my 600 pound life?
They sure will. They be like,
That's crazy.
Jocelyn.
Do not recommend.
Jocelyn, can you pick our next one?
what's this one? It's a lighter brown.
It's a brookie.
That's the
Rookie.
crownie.
The
Crownie, the original.
The original
Crownie.
crownie. So, backstory on this one. So, one day, my sister sends me something that she found on social media, and she says, "Can you make this?" And I said, "I'll be right back." And I went in my kitchen and played around with it. And I showed up at her house like an hour later, and she was like, "You really did it?" And I was like, "I did." And it was on the menu for a while. And then for whatever reason, they stopped turning out for me. So I took them off the menu. But then I love the flavor of it together. So I turned it into a cookie, which you've already tasted. And so when we were doing this tasting, I said, let me try it again and see if I can get it to turn out. So what this is half brownie, half chocolate chip cookie. And I figured if I could get this to turn out, then I could offer this in different flavors. So it didn't always have to be a chocolate chip cookie on top. I could do different flavors of cookies to pair with the brownie. But this is the original.
You know, actually, because the cookie is not as sweet as the brownie, this doesn't taste
works.
as sweet.
Yeah.
It
this
works.
That's a
Okay.
5.
I like
it.
Write it down.
I like
And it
that.
I
offers you different
like-
textures.
Exactly. I was going to say I like the crispiness because I just break off the edge, but I like the crispiness. It's a nice contrast to the soft brownie underneath. So
Okay.
I like that.
I like it. I think you can put it back on.
I'd go with
Thank you.
give this a 5. I'd give this a 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I give it
It's
a
a-
5 too.
It's a 5, Dante.
Heard. Candace?
I said write it down and everything. 5.
All right. Good job.
Not good
Candace?
enough.
This one. Oreo.
Cookies and cream. Yes.
Oh,
I know,
Lord,
Leah.
just don't even eat it then. Just
That's okay. You can share with somebody that you know that might want it. I did bake the Oreo pieces inside the brownie as well as cream cheese baking chips to kind of bring out that
Cream
creamy flavor.
cheese baking. I ain't never seen them in the store.
They
Where you get them
there.
from?
In the same area with the chocolate chips, they have a bunch of different
said you done made it
flavors.
up.
They they have Butterfinger chips. They have like the Andes candy pieces, and like there's a bunch of different options.
And that's supposed
You
to
would
be
watch the spring baking challenge. They have it always on their back rack. Everything.
cream cheese bacon chips.
Cream cheese baking chips. Yes,
Shouldn't that be in the refrigerated aisle?
you would think, but no, it is shelf
See?
stable.
Preservatives.
I don't mind this one. I don't mind white chocolate either.
I like that.
I don't mind it at all.
I think I need to
Again,
go walk around the block after
I
this.
do feel like that.
I know.
know.
I'm about to start sweating.
Getting the sugar sweats.
I am.
I am actually.
Getting
About
the
to
sugar
start
sweats.
sweating. I was thinking the same thing. I don't know if I'm gonna make it through all the brownies because
I don't know if this was wise.
I got
But-
I'm
Candace's
sorry,
thing.
I made too much.
Gonna start twitching.
Should have checked our pancreas before we started this. But I do like this one.
I
It's
like
a
it.
brownie. The drizzle on the top, I'm fine with it.
I can't really taste the cookies and cream
It's
or
hard
whatever
to taste
you
it.
baked inside.
Mhm.
I don't get that. I just get brownie. And I think it's
Okay.
because it's
I
It's
get
brownie.
cookies and cream on top.
Yeah, the
hot,
middle
but she
center, I
said
don't
she
get.
baked it.
Yeah,
Maybe
there's
it's the
some
way you
inside as
cut it
well.
because you cut it on the edge. Was it all the way in the middle where you put the inside?
It should have been evenly distributed. Maybe the
Oh.
brownie just kind of overpowered it, or
Or I have
it
to
wasn't
eat all
enough
the
in
way
there for you to be
into
able to.
it.
Could be
And that's just probably not gonna happen.
your next bite in the next day or two that you might be able to taste it.
Okay.
Going on a diet tomorrow.
My
No,
lip is
tomorrow.
quivering. What does that mean?
It's a lot of shit.
I'm like, what's
Leah,
going
Have a
on?
nice
Can you
variety.
just tell us about the last one? Because I honestly don't think I can take another
That's
bite.
okay.
It's
That is
only-
fair.
It's
Did you
one
try-
more. It's the original
It's only
one.
one.
So did
That's
you
it,
try?
that's
Did
it.
you try that one?
Dante, I did not try that one. I
Okay.
It has
all
white
right.
chocolate.
It's got
give
white
that one a
chocolate
Yeah,
in
it's
it.
got white
4.5,
chocolate
Dante.
in it.
Gotcha.
I give
Oh.
this one a 4.5. though.
Okay, a 4.5. All right. Tiffany, what did you give it?
I like it at 5.
Candace?
I'll give it a 4 just because I like cookies and cream. I'm kind of like the one lady off of Spring Bacon Championship who likes bourbon. And she can't taste
Nancy?
bourbon. She's like,
Nancy.
I like cookies and
She's
cream, but I
alcoholic.
didn't get it. I didn't get it. But it was a good
Okay.
brownie.
Have you been watching this season, John Candace?
I've always been with just because y'all talk about it. I watch it all the time. Kids Bacon
All right.
Championship.
The last one. Are we eating the last
Okay.
one?
Yep.
Last but not least, if you can handle it,
The
it is
original.
the original. It's the traditional brownie. So I do make my brownies literally by hand. I do not use a mixer when I make my brownies.
Oh,
And the
okay.
fudge icing,
That
I
was
also
good.
make from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
That
Okay,
should-
this is my personal preference. I like an original brownie. Can you make one with no frosting?
Yes.
To me, I'm sweet. It's too sweet for me. It pushes it over
Mhm.
the edge. But if it was just, I like the cake part, brownie part. If it could just
Mhm.
not have the icing, it
I
would be
agree.
a 5 for me.
I would
Okay.
agree.
And can you just make one with like walnuts and pecans in it or something? Yes.
No,
But no frosting.
that's not original. in
Okay.
You shut your mouth.
I like that idea too with no frosting,
true.
but it's still a good brownie. I
It
give
is
it
a
a
very
5.
good brownie.
Yeah.
What did I say, Dante? I think I said I would give it I still give it a 5 though, even with the frosting. But
I was gonna
Okay.
give this one a
prefer.
5.
Tiffany?
A 5.
you can't
Jocelyn?
go
I'm out
wrong.
of look. I'm out
I
of
say-
water.
5,
Look,
Dante.
I know.
You said 5 too, Jocelyn.
Yes.
Candace was talking over you. That's why I couldn't hear you.
I didn't say anything. I'm
You was.
just sitting here.
Okay. All right.
Kendall, don't give us that look.
I know, Kendall.
Y'all ain't gonna be coming after me today. Anyway, I will give it a 5 for the brownie with the frosting of 4.5.
Okay. All right. Well, while I'm doing some calculations and seeing which ones at the top and all, Amanda, could you tell us a bit about anything that you got coming up, any events or any newses and all?
Yes, I would
Did
love
you say
to.
newses?
Newses?
Did you really?
What?
It was the
He
sugar.
made
It's
up
the
a whole
sugar.
new
It's
word.
he's like, my lip was trimming. It just came out newses.
Yes.
Say that again,
Before I
Dante.
get to
Say it again. Let's just redo this. Say it again.
Anyways, go, Amanda.
before I get to the news update, what I want to release just for the listeners of this podcast, I have created a discount code for my website that is chefmandasbakery.com. If you use the code FSAAB for Four Sisters and a Brother 10, FSAAB 10, it will give you 10% off your order from now through the end of the month of May. So that is open to everyone that listens and watches this episode to this point. You get a discount code for the website chefmandasbakery.com, FSAAB 10, the number 10, for 10% off your order from now through the end of May. Now, for news updates, Chef Manda's Bakery has joined the Pike Farmers Market in Indianapolis, Indiana for their summer 2025 season. So, starting June, July, and August, every Saturday, except for June 7th and July 12th. Those are the only two dates. But every other Saturday from 8:30 a.m. to noon, I will be at the Pike Farmers Market, and I'll make sure that the address and everything that you guys have, that you can post that with the episode as well. So I get to be out in
Yay.
public. Yay.
You gonna hype these kids up on sugar.
And then send them
Yes,
home
and
to their
send them
mom.
right back home.
Right. And all this is going to be in the show notes. I'm sure Candace is going to put it on their YouTube and our Spotify channel with the website and the farmers market dates.
Yes, I will
Are
make
you
sure that you have all that
Indianapolis nights?
information. Yes.
And
Well,
what
that's
if I want some
exciting.
of this cool merch? Is there any way that I could get one of these cool t-shirts?
You know, by the time this episode airs, I will find a way to make that happen.
Oh,
Is this a
I'm
QR
not
code for your website?
It is. The QR codes on our sleeves will take people directly to chefmandasbakery.com. So it cuts all the middleman out. And on the back of the shirts, and I don't know if anybody's in a position to turn, it does have social media. So I'm at Chef Manda's Bakery on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Thank you, Justin.
I tried.
You tried.
I
You
tried.
did. Along with the website as well as on the back of the shirt. So that is helpful. If someone's standing behind you, they can see website. If they actually talk to you, they have the QR code. So multi-purpose shirt. Thank you all
And
for
look,
doing
and
this.
you got magnets on your car that you
I
almost
do.
played hopscotch in the street.
Oh my goodness. If I'd have known that I was gonna find it, I would have filmed like walking up to it, but it wasn't staged, and I was just like, no, 'cause everybody was driving over it. It was a busy street, so yeah. But I got it back.
Point is, you found
I
it.
cleaned it up.
yeah. Yeah.
Dang.
All
I
right.
just
So
blame
let me give
Dante.
a ending results of our challenge. I'm gonna start with the brownies first. So the top three for the brownies was the Reese's, the Crownie, and the original. So yeah,
Okay.
but they all was 25s. So that was fives all the way across.
Okay.
For the cookies, the tops for the cookies was two tied for 25, and that's the ultimate chocolate peanut butter and the lemon cookie. Both was
Okay.
25s. And then the other one was the strawberry chocolate chip at 22.75.
Mm.
All right. And then just the other ones on there that was pretty high also was the Crownie, the cookies and cream, and the strawberry lemon. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
How
So
well did the turtle cookie do?
the turtle cookie, it was at 18. So
Okay.
Who didn't
as
like the
far as the
turtle
Well,
cookies
cookie?
go,
because
18
I
was
didn't
actually
do
the
mine.
lowest.
Oh, Tiffany
That's
didn't do a turtle
true. That's
cookie.
true.
So
Okay. That's
she
fair.
couldn't do it. But I'd say
Hmm.
Okay.
the turtle cookie should be somewhere in your top 3,
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it
personally.
was
Well,
pretty good. Hmm.
the good
If you get
news
what your
is, out
son
of everything
says.
that ranked the highest, everything is already on the menu except for the crownie, the original crownie, because I had taken that off, and the turtle cookie. But if they're
Okay.
ranking that high, then I will definitely add them. So they should be available by the time this airs.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And then one more thing. Hold on. Uh, so yeah, Gene's his email, I mean his website will be in the show notes, and I don't want to try to mess it up again. So yeah, it'll be in the show notes. You can go check him out too. He's got all kind of stuff. So any more questions, comments, or concerns?
Yay, Amanda.
Woo,
Yeah.
woo. Thank you
Well,
all for willing to risk going into a diabetic coma
Mhm.
for this.
I'm gonna do
It
some
was nice
sit-ups.
to have you guys do a reversal because I was one of your judges for December. And so now
That's
you got
true.
to judge my cookies. So I appreciate you doing this for me and
You'll never
using your
forget my
platform.
judging.
What?
Hmm? What?
She
What?
I
looked at my
accept it.
cookie and
You
was
know,
like,
Well, Leah, you looked at your cookie
He's
like,
like, you did it too. You wasn't confident.
I wasn't
I
confident
I
at
did get a
all.
suggestion from some coworkers because I did tell them about your company and I sent them to your website and they were quite impressed with lemon cookies. They were seemed to be
Mm.
okay.
infatuated.
See,
And
everybody messes up on words.
sorry, but um they suggest seasonal cookies and
Mhm.
they was like really into like the different seasonal flavors,
like
like
pumpkin,
pumpkin and I hate pumpkin, but hey,
gingerbread.
love it, gingerbread or um apple something for like the fall, but
Mint
peppermint, yeah,
for
and
the
things like
winter.
that. But it doesn't have to be on the menu all the time. It's just a limited offer.
So now it has to happen because I was having a conversation with the sister at church today. And even she said for the farmer's market, I should offer like a flavor of the month type deal that you
Mhm.
could only get if you buy it at the farmer's market. And I have a list of flavors that I want to play with anyway. So it'll make it really easy to do seasonal or flavor of the month type deals. I do already have an apple pie cookie that is available on the website. So
They
there's
seen
that.
that.
Peach
Okay.
cobbler.
They seen that.
Oh, also, what she say?
Peach
Peach
cobbler.
cobbler.
Yeah.
So
So
it was suggested, and I did make a peach cobbler cookie for this recording, but I was not happy with the consistency. The taste was there. It was an amazing cookie, but the consistency wasn't where I wanted it to be, where I would let it go out the door. So
yeah.
I'm gonna play with that
So
and
I got to take advantage of that mess up and all can. It was delicious, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, it was delicious. Mm, 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 mm. Yummy.
Okay.
All
good
right.
news is Mother's Day's coming up.
Try 'em
Hmm.
again.
So we'll see how that goes.
All right. All right.
All
Well,
right.
I thank y'all for joining us for another episode of Four Sisters and a Brother, and Four Sisters and a Brother and a sister-in-law slash wife. So we'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a good night.
Scan the QR code and head straight to Chef Manda's Bakery. And don't forget to use the discount code FSAAB10 to get 10% off your next order. That's FSAAB10 for 10% savings. Be sure to stop by Chef Manda's Bakery booth at the Pike Farmers Market held at North Liberty Christian Church. That's 5429 Lafayette Road, Indianapolis, Indiana, every Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon, June through August. Want to stay in a loop with everything Chef Manda's Bakery? Follow along on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just search Chef Manda's Bakery.